In 2005, YouTube made its debut on the internet. It was founded by 3 former PayPal employees. As time went on, we witnessed so much happening to this site, from the merger with Google, frivolous lawsuits from Viacom, raising awareness, and showcasing many wonders of the web. These wonders include Rickrolling, YouTube poops, reviews, animal videos, and a massive amount of fails. 10 years have passed, and there have been many good and bad elements on this site. Hi, I'm Eric. Join me as we check out the top 10 best and worst things about YouTube. Number 10. Worst. People can waste their lives on this. Far too often, I have seen people using YouTube but not doing anything productive with it. When this happens, it ultimately leads to making YouTube someone's life, and they become oblivious to the real world. I only ranked it at number 10 because that doesn't always happen to people. Number 10. Best. Expanding your knowledge. Anyone ever told you the internet is just a terrible place? Well, they've overestimated how helpful YouTube can be. You can expand your knowledge on anything you like, whether it's movies, TV, video games, music, or even books. No matter the subject, YouTube's got an answer to anything. Number 9. Worst. Shitty music. Times sure have changed. For the worst. With awful beats, atrocious singing, and rancid autotune abuse, it's enough to give you the impression that music is dead. Luckily, there are people like Ton the Shadows and Adosa Buckley. Critics are doing what they can to put shitty musicians in their places. Number 9. Best. International media. Ever wonder how the rest of the world gets their entertainment? Well, here's your chance. With the internet by your side, you can see what came out of the USA, the UK, Japan, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, Germany, Finland, Russia, Denmark, Sweden, Korea, Brazil, South Africa, Ireland, Israel, Belgium, etc. Ranging from films, TV, music, and PSAs, or PIF if you're British. See what the rest of the world has to offer. Number 8. Worst. FTC. If you're not sure what FTC is, it stands for favorite, thumbs up, comment. It's basically a way to manipulate your fans, to blindly favorite this video for stupid reasons. If you're gonna leave a favorite, a thumbs up, or a comment, do it on your own free will. By the way, thumbs up for my swanky jacket. Number 8. Best. Tips on games. Having trouble beating those hard levels? Well, not anymore. With the web, you can access those seemingly impossible levels and go above and beyond to achieve skill and prove to your parents that you're not worthless and that you can beat that game. Number 7. Worst. False flagging. This is censorship at its worst. If you create multiple accounts just to take down someone who more than likely didn't deserve it, it's obviously that you're a low-grade, anti-free speech, worthless piece of shit. False flagging and disliking a video with no valid reason is disgraceful, disgusting, and despicable. Get a life. Number 7. Best. See the world. Looking for somewhere to go? Want to know what's happening at your favorite amusement park? Luckily, people all over the world can fill you in on the 411 of the world. If it sounds good, get your ass off that seat and go there. If not, continue searching and you'll eventually find a worthwhile location. Number 6. Worst. Fake thumbnails and misleading titles. If you have something like this in your thumbnail, you better have the footage to back it up. Now, I'm not against custom thumbnails as a whole. I even think they're creative. The problem is when people use them to cheat their popularity. Using fake thumbnails and misleading titles makes you completely incompetent, and it destroys your integrity as a filmmaker. To make a long story short, if you do this, you suck. Number 6. Best. Breathtaking effects. Thanks to many softwares used in home videos, people are creating spectacular events at the comfort of their own home. We've seen them live out their favorite video games, perform magic, and make worlds of their own. Now it seems these people can make a better living than anyone in Hollywood. I sense some stiff competition. Number 5. Worst. People can be famous for being talentless. Now there are some videos that go against this rule, but for the most part, it's baffling to see talentless hacks hogging all the success while people with real potential are forced into unpopularity. Since hacks have fans, which I'll get to later, it makes it impossible to make a stand for quality. But you know what they say, stupid is as stupid gets. Number 5. Best. Helpful hints. It's a fact of life that life is full of problems, and we all need to find ways around it. Many websites, including YouTube, give us the information we need. Want to know how to manage vacation? Bam! Want to stop smoking? You can quit. Can't seem to take care of your pet? Animal experts are there. Basically, someone on YouTube took time out of their busy schedule to help you with whatever problems you may have. Applause is in order. Number 4. Worst. Overusing jump cuts. Okay, for the record, I didn't say never use jump cuts, because they can be useful to edit out, long stutters and pauses. The problem is overusing them. Why is that a problem? Well, if you can't even form a complete sentence without using jump cuts, it's obvious that you flunked grammar. Number 4. Best. Nostalgia. Oh yeah, nostalgia. Ain't it wonderful? And thanks to YouTube, it's even more so. Remember all those Disney movies? Ah, nostalgia. Remember when Nickelodeon had decent content? Ah, nostalgia. Remember the collaborations between Warner Brothers and Steven Spielberg? Ah, nostalgia. Remember all those high-quality films, TV shows, and video games? Ah, nostalgia. I'm glad we can relive them on the internet. Number 3. Worst. Trolls. When it comes to fanboys or fangirls, your best bet is to simply ignore them. In the case of trolls, though, there's no easy way out. They'll go as far as bullying you into sharing their beliefs, stifling detractors, false flagging, even going as far as forcing you to like something atrocious. I'm surprised that there's no law against that. Number 3. Best. Broadcasting news outside the mainstream media. When you watch the news on TV, chances are that it's subject to be a biased statement or two. Luckily, people can use YouTube to give a different side of the story. A less biased side of the story. You shouldn't believe every detail splattered by the mainstream media. It is trash. And speaking of things the news shouldn't do. Number 2. Worst. Profiting from tragedy. If you have ads enabled on your video, and the video is about someone's death or some other tragic event, what you're doing is profiting from tragedy, and that makes you horrid. Making money off someone's death is atrocious, vile, and deplorable, It's insulting to the dead, their families, loved ones, and all of society. If you do this, especially on a regular basis, I have every right to say, go fuck yourself. Number 2. Best. Escape. Had a hard day at school or work? It's time to log on and get some enjoyment on the web. We often look to entertainment as an escape from the norm, and it lets us kick back and enjoy life much better. Taking it away and replacing it with the opposite doesn't help. So, enjoy the freedom, folks! And the number 1 worst thing about YouTube is the broken copyright system. Seriously, how could you not see that coming? Was it really a surprise? I understand the importance of protecting content, but does that excuse using the system to stifle remixes, parodies, or criticisms? Many companies have abused the system so severely that it's created an even stricter policy about what is original and what isn't. There has even been many reports of people getting wrongfully terminated because of it. YouTube, you seriously need to fix your copyright system. And fast. And the number 1 best thing about YouTube is ordinary people can provide their opinions. Alright, this may be contradictory to what I've placed in the worst list, but hear me out. In a world where the mainstream media keeps shaping people's thoughts, it's nice to see a place where we can express ourselves on absolutely anything, whether the subject is movies, TV, gaming, music, sports, gardening, theme parks, politics, etc. Sometimes in life, one little voice is all you need. And that's a wrap for my top 10 best and worst things about YouTube. Here is the 10 years of quality and shitty content, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Join me next time when I visit some familiar territory from last year. P.S. Forgive my many months of hiatus.